Welcome back to Chris Investigates. Right now, the crypto market is still consolidating. The total market cap is still around $2.6 trillion, with Bitcoin dominance holding strong near 60%. This kind of environment usually puts downward pressure on altcoins like XRP and Solana. Bottom line, both assets are likely to stay under pressure in the short to medium term until Bitcoin finds a sustainable bottom. Risk appetite is low, so patience and tight risk management matter more than anything else this month. Also worth noting on the macro side, US 30-year Treasury note yield has climbed to 5.18%, the highest level since July 2007. The rise reflects growing concerns about persistent inflation, elevated government debt, and the possibility of fewer or slower Federal Reserve rate cuts ahead. To explain it simply, when long-term yields spike, it means bond prices are falling because investors are demanding high returns to protect against inflation. In this environment, traditional fixed income assets become less attractive, which often pushes capital towards alternative investments like crypto that are viewed as potential inflation hedges and higher growth opportunities. With that broader backdrop in mind, let's take a clear look at the fundamentals of XRP and Solana. What is XRP? XRP is built for fast, low-cost cross-border payments. You can think of it as a specialist bridge that lets banks and companies move money internationally almost instantly, much more cheaply than traditional systems, non-blockchain like SWIFT. Key numbers as of May 18th, price sitting between $1.38 and $1.47, market cap around $85 to $91 billion, circulating supply at about 61.8 billion tokens out of a maximum 100 billion. What makes XRP stand out is the regulatory clarity has been finally achieved. The long SEC lawsuit wrapped up in 2025 with only a 125 million penalty. That gives XRP something that other coins still don't have. The team, led by Chris Larsen and others, have deep payments experience going all the way back to 2011, 2012, with early backing from investors like Google Ventures. On the community side, the XRP army is very strong, and we're seeing real usage in payments plus growing interest in real-world assets. This makes XRP one of the more real-world connected tokens in the entire space. Solana's a high-performance blockchain designed for speed and very low fees. It can handle far more transactions per second than older networks, which makes it extremely popular for apps, meme coins, and DeFi. Current numbers priced between $84 and $90, market cap around $49 to $52 billion, and circulating supply of about 578 million SOL. What sets Sol apart is the technology. Founders by Anatoly Yakovenko and his team in 2018. Their big innovation, proof of history, solved timing issues that slow down other blockchains. After some early outages in 2022, the team has focused heavily on sustainability and developer tools, and that work has clearly paid off with strong ecosystem growth. The community is very active on the developer and retail side, is especially around meme coins, DeFi, and consumer apps. The token itself is used for fees, staking, and governance, and the overall speed and low cost gives users a completely different experience compared to slower networks. My honest take and practical guidance: after following both projects closely for years, here's my honest take. XRP currently feels more defensive. The regulatory clarity and proven institutional interest gives it better downside protection when the market is weak. It's unlikely to explode upwards quickly, but it also tends to hold up better when sentiment is poor. Solana, on the other hand, has higher growth potential thanks to its technology and impressive ecosystem momentum. The developer activity is genuinely strong. However, it comes with more volatility. It can drop harder during risk-off periods. Practical guidance until Bitcoin stabilizes. Treat both assets with caution. XRP is better suited for a more conservative approach right now, while Solana suits investors who are comfortable with bigger swings and believe in long-term tech adoption. Neither one is a set and forget play in the current environment. Strong risk management is essential. Focus on position sizing and avoid overexposure while the broader market remains uncertain. Regulatory tailwinds. One of the more important things to watch right now is improving regulatory picture in the United States, which is creating real tailwinds for both XRP and Solana. First, the Genius Act was signed into law by President Trump in July 2025. This is the first comprehensive federal framework for stablecoins. It sets strict one-to-one reserve requirements and strong consumer predictions. Stablecoins are basically a fuel for the entire crypto ecosystem. More trusted, regulated USDT stablecoins should drive higher trading volumes, easier on-ramps and off-ramps, and more real-world usage. XRP benefits directly because it was built as a bridge asset for cross-border payments through Ripple's on-demand liquidity. Solana benefits powerfully through its speed and low fees, making it ideal for DeFi meme coins and consumer apps that rely on stable pairs. Second, the Clarity Act, officially the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act, just cleared a Senate banking committee with a strong 15-9 bipartisan vote in mid-May. It aims to treat most Layer 1 tokens as commodities under CFTC oversight rather than securities under the SEC. For XRP, the further solidification occurs in its non-security status. For Solana, it should boost confidence among builders and institutions for staking, DeFi, and overall ecosystem growth. In my view, these developments represent a structural shift away from regulatory fear towards regulatory tailwinds, and that's one of the strongest long-term positives for both assets. In a deeper dive, comparison, and what's next, just to summarize, XRP's main strength is regulatory clarity and its use is payments, making it more defensive. Solana's main strength is its speed and developer ecosystem, giving it higher growth potential but also higher volatility. What I'm watching closely next for XRP, I'm looking for on-demand liquidity, volume growth, and any new bank partnerships. For those, we will be key signals for real adoption. Solana, I'll be tracking network uptime stats, news on new high profile dApps, and how it performs in any renewed meme coin cycles. In the next report, I'll be comparing Sui and Cardano, two very different approaches to scalability. Let me know in your comments what topics you want me to cover deeper in the future. To wrap up, both XRP and Solana have clear fundamentals and real long-term potential, but the current market calls for patience and strong risk management. Disclaimer: this report is for educational and information purposes only. It's not for financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please let me know, and I'll see you in the next, or you'll see me in the next report. Take care.